Hello everyone, I'm Vikram Vora. Welcome to in this video. In this video, we are going to discuss about the world biggest cleanliness program. Recently, the announcement for the cleanest city and the dirtiest city in 2020 were held, and I will tell you which is the cleanest city of India in 2020 and which is the dirtiest. So, without any delay, let's start. So the Swachh Bharat mission or the Clean India campaign was launched by the Government of India in 2nd of October 2014 in the anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Even that program was launched from the Rajghat itself. It was the cleanliness program to cover the whole India, the pan India. So because we are having two kind of demographies, one is the rural India, one is the urban India. So execute the plan in the ground level, we needed a different kind of plans for both the rural and urban India separately. So the program in rural India, what we did, we provided the job to the Ministry of Sanitation and Drinking Water that looked after all the financed or monitored whole program into the rural India. For the urban India, the responsibility is given to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Moving to the objectives of this Swachh Bharat mission or Clean India campaign. So right now we are having two major problems regarding to the cleanliness. That one is the open defecation, second one is the mismanagement of the solid waste or garbage. So the main purpose or main objective of this Swachh Bharat mission was to make the India open defecation free, and the second one is to manage the solid waste generated by the urban India, how to curb, how to control the wastage in the urban India, how to control or manage or dispose the wastage and garbage in the urban India especially. So these two were the major objectives of Clean India campaign. So what the government of India did, the government of India provided the finance to construct or manufacture the toilets around the country, especially to the BPL family. The finance has been provided, and moreover the UNESCO as well as World Bank also appreciated the initiative taken by the Indian government and also finance for the same to construct the toilets throughout the country. So it was a major step taken by the central government, and even for the execution of that program in a proper manner in a ground level, the government of India also nominated some kind of ambassadors, brand ambassadors for this program, eminent personality from the different fields, like from the Bollywood, intellectuals from the different fields. So like Sachin Tendulkar, Salman Khan, Vidya Balan, Baba Ramdev and Kiran Bedi, they were some eminent personality they have taken or nominated by the central government to just execute the program in a better way throughout the whole country. Then came the concept of annual cleanliness survey. How? I'll tell you. Especially when we talk about the rural India, the major problem in rural India is the open defecation. So what they did within the span of 5 years of this cleanliness program from 2014 to 19, as per the government data, most of the household at present in 2019-2020, they are having access to their own toilets and bathrooms. In fact, the major problem in rural India regarding the cleanliness is over. But when we talk about especially urban India, then what happens in the urban India? Urban India, the population is continuously increasing, the resources are continuously decreasing, and moreover, the wastage and garbage is continuously day by day is being generated more and more. So what we needed, a perpetual plan for the consistent cleaning in the urban India is needed. So from there only the annual cleanliness survey concept came about. So this survey has been started in 2016 initially. In 2016, only 73 cities having the population more than 1 million, and all the state capitals were included on this cleanliness survey. The particular city is being evaluated in number of points, I will tell you later, but this program in 2019 included the 4242 cities across the whole India, and it became the largest cleanliness survey in the world. So definitely it is a very proudful and remarkable journey of this cleanliness survey. We must be proudful of this whole cleanliness survey, and definitely we should try to contribute to make the India more better for living. So moving on further, this annual cleanliness survey is financed by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Quality Council of India, which is the autonomous body of Government of India, which is responsible for carrying out all the process of annual cleanliness survey throughout the cities of India. So why they are carrying this such kind of cleanliness survey? Because ultimately we are meeting the objectives of Clean India campaign, and moreover, we are maintaining the health competition among the cities of India to make themselves better. So we can say these two are the objectives of the annual cleanliness survey, to meet the sustainable development in the urban India. So I think these are better one. Now let me tell you what are the major points that has been addressed during the cleanliness survey to evaluate the performance of a particular city. So these are the 6 major points where the particular city has been evaluated to check out the performance of a particular city. So first one is the solid waste generated in a particular municipal corporation, because most of the urban India and the cities are having municipality. So the first one is the how the solid waste has been collected or transported in a city. That is the first point, means dry waste, wet waste, and the chemical waste, how they are being collected in the particular city. The second point is the disposal of solid waste, how after the transportation of the waste from the different parts of the city, how this is being disposed in the particular place without hazarding the climate as well as to the citizens of that city. Coming to the third one, so definitely the open defecation is always a concerning point. So this is also being evaluated by the Council of India. Fourth one is the capacity building and e-learning. It means that how much the bureaucrats of that city and government officials, how they are making aware themselves about the digitalized things, and how they are making their city better in forms of development, and how they are implementing new technology to make their city better for their citizens. So this is the fourth point. Coming to the fifth point, this is the provision of public toilets and community toilet, because as a city deals with the transport system, so definitely number of people travel through the city in a daily basis. So how facilitating these citizens coming from the different cities through, and they are traveling through the city, how they are facilitating these citizens. This is the fifth point we can say. And coming to the last but not least, it is about the information, education, and behavior change of the citizens of that city, because ultimately it is the responsibility of the citizens that they are making their city better, awareing about the cleanliness. So this has been included at the sixth major point about the annual cleanliness survey. Now let me tell you what kind of methodology the Quality Council of India is taking for just giving the tag of cleanest city and dirtiest city into under this program. So this is comprising of 3 points. First one is the service level progress, in which what the Quality Council of India is doing, they are just checking the claims of the city officials. Means like the city officials are claiming that we are having the dustbins around the city, different kind of vehicles to transport the wastage. So the quality officials from the Quality Council of India are going into the city, and by doing the on-field visits, they are evaluating the progress of a particular city. This is the first one. Second one is the citizens' voice. Under this, the Quality Council of India officials directly calling to the citizens, or during the field visits, they are asking about the claims of the cities. They are also evaluating the performance of a particular city. So third one is the certification. Actually, under the certification, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has conferring the certificates to the particular city. Like a particular city has given the tag of or certificate of ODF, means open defecation free, under which the Quality Council of India is just checking out whether they have maintained the open defecation free city, or they have not maintained it, means the open defecation is happening in the city, so they are just checking out the or validity of that certificate. So this is the methodology of this survey. So moving on, recently the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs released the annual cleanliness survey report of 2020, in which Indore city of Madhya Pradesh became the cleanest city of India in 2020, and it secured the slot for fourth consecutive year. From 2017 to 2020, it remained into the first position. So it is a remarkable journey of the Indore, and they will try to maintain it. And the second, Surat city of Gujarat. Third placed were taken by Navi Mumbai in the Mumbai. And the dirtiest city of India was, as per the annual cleanliness report 2020, is Patna, that is the capital city of Bihar. So let's wait for the 2020 cleanliness report. In that one, definitely the Indore city will try to maintain their first position, and surely, which is the dirtiest one in the 2020, they try to make their city better, Patna at a better position. So ultimately our India is getting clean and better for the living. That's all from my side. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video informative, please like it, subscribe this channel, and definitely share this